wanted to come on here and talk about my fitness journey a little bit because that's something pretty important to me right now. See, a lot of people want to get in shape for the vanity metrics, and that's great if that's what it takes you. But something that's not talked about is like, I've been in a relationship for almost a decade, So I'm convinced that my wife will love me regardless, hopefully. But a lot of guys get in shape for women, and I think that's a huge motivating factor. But when you don't have that, you gotta kind of refine what it is that's gonna keep you locked into the gym. And for me, it's my health. It's showing up to this channel. It's just feeling better overall. And I think it's just self-discipline. Like, I work out and I'm dieting right now. I'm on a cut. I'm down about 15 pounds of fat. In the past, I've gone up and down in weight plenty of times. And I've gone up and down in weight, and I wasn't doing things like lifting heavy or going to failure. I wasn't hitting high protein. So I would lose weight, but I would lose muscle, and I would kind of just look the same. I wasn't doing a proper cut. A proper cut is being in a 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit daily, still hitting your protein, doing some pretty low intensity cardio and doing strength training, just losing fat. But I want to talk about my fitness journey because I think that if you can truly transform your body, you could transform any aspect of your life. Well, health, wealth, love, finances, whatever it is, you can start with the body. And I think we take our bodies for granted. You got to think about, your body is the only thing in this 3D physical reality that's working for you 24/7, 365. Your body is always on your side. It's never going to give up on you until the day that it does, So why are we taking it for granted? Why are we feeding it processed BS? Why do we not give it enough sleep? Why do we abuse its most vital resources and deplete its most vital resources and energy? Why do we do things like that? We do things like that because we can't help it. Simply. We just can't help it. And I just got on the wrong freeway. Oh wait, did I? Yeah, I did. I'm tripping, y'all. Anyways, we abuse our bodies because of our programming and the things that we consume and the information and entertainment that we are bombarded with. Well, you can break that. I broke it, and a mistake that people make is we think that it's going to be a lot sooner. We think, I just need 90 days. You see these 90-day transformations online. And let me just tell you from my experience, that's BS. It's taken me over a year to actually get in somewhat decent shape because you really got to rebuild your habits. Are you just dieting to lose the weight, get shredded, take a picture, and gain it all back? I'm not. I'm trying to build lifestyle changes. And that's why I don't approach this with just some type of gimmicky diet. I'm finding foods that I like, that I could see myself eating for the long term. I'm finding exercises and things that I can see myself doing long term. I love lifting weights. Me getting to the gym is really not a problem. I've been lifting weights since I was 14. And I'm not saying that to flex or anything. I know some of you guys are struggling with the gym, but I'm just going to tell you, it's not the gym that's holding you back. It's your diet. It's your habits. It's your sleep. It's your water intake. It's the types of foods that you're eating. See, I was vegan in my 20s for like almost 3 years. And I was I was really into like the Dr. Sebi and raw plant, and I think that's great. Like, I do want to incorporate more of those foods in the future, but it's not everything I thought it was. And I know it's like, okay, plant-based lifestyle is better for the environment, but I'm selfishly saying that it's more important for me to get my desired shape as of now, and I will find a more sustainable, healthier, longevity-focused way of eating in the near future. I'm just being honest, you know. I'm just trying to be transparent. But my fitness journey has been ups and downs, like most people's. But recently I found what works for me. And I'm gonna break it down in probably 3 simple things. First of all, it's high protein. I know you've heard this a million times, but when you eat high protein, you really don't have room to eat other things. And the law of thermodynamics is basically saying it takes more calories to burn protein, to break down protein versus other types of foods. And that makes complete sense. You know, protein is a more dense molecule to break down. So yeah, it's gonna require more energy. So I eat high protein. I mainly eat chicken, turkey, and eggs, and I do supplement whey protein. But when I'm eating high protein, I don't get hungry throughout the day. My meals are satiating, and honestly, I feel good. I see the benefits from the gym way faster, and I get good volume on my lifts. So I'm an advocate for high protein. If you have a low protein diet, you're definitely going to feel it, and you're definitely going to see your physique shift in a different way. Maybe not for the better. Maybe you feel great on a low protein diet. If you're opposed to high protein, drop a comment. I want to know what you think about that, because I've tried both. I've had days where or weeks and months where I've probably only been getting 60, 80 grams of protein, and I've had months where I'm averaging like 180, so 100 grams more. And the 180 body looks completely different. It's full, it's tight, versus my lower protein body. And I'm way stronger. I know strength, and I know it's not everything, but that's just what works for me. I'd love to know what works for you. So protein is the number 1 thing. Number 2 thing is walking. I'm a person that has hopped on and off of the cardio wagon. Like, I'll run until my knees are fucking broken, and then I'll give up because it causes so much pain in my body. So, or I'll do cardio so hard that I end up in a ravenous hunger and end up re-eating the calories back. So in early 2023, me and my homie, we started walking like a lot. I'm talking about 5 hours. And I know you're like, okay, I don't have fucking 5 hours. That's one of the pros of being an entrepreneur. Sometimes you got 5 hours on a day there's no shoot to walk. And sometimes you wake up to a negative bank account. So, I mean, pick your poison wisely. But I'm grateful through it all. Walking. See, the thing about walking is people don't consider is, okay, first of all, you could do it anytime, anywhere. I walk rain, shine, wind, hurricane, whatever. I'll be outside walking. I love walking. It goes way deeper than the exercise factors. For me, it's actually how I get a lot of ideas. I've been making videos when I walk. I don't know. Sitting down, editing, and I get stagnant, and sometimes I got to just move my body. So I found walking, and it's been one of the best things for me. Another thing about walking is you can do it every day. You want to do the stair climber for 45 minutes every day, you're going to be sore. You're going to be sore. Will you build some nice legs, some nice glutes and hamstrings? Probably. But if your goal is like me and you're just trying to lose weight, you really just need to be burning calories. So I like walking because it actually, when I'm walking a lot, I actually recover better too. Excuse me. I notice I'm getting better recovery, and there's plenty of studies that show if you walk directly after a meal, you improve your glucose sensitivity. So that's your response to glucose. You know, if you have tapped into the intermittent fasting literature, you know that when you boost your insulin, you take yourself out of a fat burning state. So being in a state where your insulin is spiked and fat burning can't coexist. Those two are like opposites. So if you want to burn more fat and improve your insulin sensitivity, improve your mental clarity, get better ideas, just get off your phone in general, just go out in nature, see the world, walk. My average steps are about 12,000 per day, and I'm happy with that. A lot of the average came from that period of time when I was walking like crazy. But yeah, I average about 12,000 steps a day. My gym is about 30 minutes away from me, so I'll just walk there and back, and that pretty much gets me up to my steps. It's like an hour. I think at the pace, I'm a pretty slow walker. At the pace that I walk, if I walk for, sorry, I'm yawning. If I walk for 90 minutes, I'll pretty much hit the 10K steps by default. Walk 90 minutes, or I do my walk to the gym and back, and then I walk my dog a few times throughout the day. That's my cardio. And it's great because I get to the gym, I don't have to warm up. You know, you walk for 30 minutes, you're pretty good. You're pretty ready to like tackle the workout. So protein, walking. The next thing is types of food choices. I'm about to lose some of you guys right now, and I'm sorry that what I'm about to say, you just can't accept that it's the reality, but don't eat out. Stop eating out. Like, make your own food. The thing about eating out is 99 restaurants out of 100 are cooking with a lot more oils than you think. And if you think about calories, so there's 3 types of macronutrients, right? There's protein, there's fat, and there's carbs. Carbs and protein have 4 calories per gram. Fats have 9 calories per gram. So you're ruining your deficit with these restaurants and these foods because of all the oils. That's one reason. Also, if you eat fast food, it's engineered to make you want more. Like, for instance, a Popeye's sandwich has 80 different ingredients. Why does a chicken sandwich have 80 ingredients? You can make something similar at home. Obviously, it's not going to taste like Popeye's because it's not 80 ingredients, but you can make something similar at home, put a little bit more time, a little bit more effort, but also cheaper, probably with 10 ingredients. So the foods that you're eating, they're not only triggering you to eat more bullshit like that, but it's also fucking your gut up. And you know, your gut is your second brain. So I know I'm going off on a tangent, but if you can cut the processed foods out, you will stop craving BS. I promise you. I eat the same thing I rotate between 6 or 7, or not even 6 or 7. I rotate between 3 or 4 meals, and I pretty much eat the same thing. And when I'm eating those, I promise you I have no food cravings. They're high protein, they're high volume. Make sure to throw some veggies in there, and they're great. Honestly, they work for me. I'm not saying that it's gonna be that simple for you, but when you really lock in on this shit and you stop eating out all your meals, or stop eating out at home, or start you know, you're eating at home and then you're eating out and then you're eating at home and you're going back and forth, you're making it difficult for yourself. So the food you're eating is crucial. You got to eat whole foods, man. Cut out the processed BS. And the best way to stay on track with eating unprocessed food is meal prep. See, if you're like me and you're trying to cut and you're trying to reduce your body fat, you have to make... Sorry, I just got on the freeway, so I'm going to have to talk a little bit louder. If you're like me, you got to cut out the friction. Why make this hard for yourself? You're already using up the majority of your willpower battery by making decisions or by resisting from the things that you want to eat. You're in a deficit. It sucks. You're in a calorie restricted state. You're providing less energy for your body than it's asking for. It's all psychological. So why spend extra time trying to decide on what healthy meal to eat? Also, if you're like me, I do it, but I don't like tracking my calories. So I found the solution for me is I have to meal prep. I take 1 day a week and I make the food. It lasts for 6 days. I still make my eggs in the morning. I don't meal prep those because I'm not trying to eat refrigerated eggs. But I make the eggs and then I have 2 other meals. The other one's a protein shake and the other one's like yogurt or something. So I just, simple. I do make some things, but take out the friction, dude. Do the meal prep. You will thank me later. I know you have 1 day a week. You're not that busy. You are not that busy that you don't have 4 or 5 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday or whatever day you have off to just make some food. Is it gonna taste immaculate like Chick-fil-A? No. Is it gonna taste like Popeyes? No. Is it gonna be a quarter pounder? No. But you can still make good food. You just gotta learn how to cook. And honestly, at this point in time, if you don't know how to cook, you just don't know how to follow instructions because there's a million different recipes and resources online. Can you put together an IKEA dresser? It's the same thing as cooking. You just gotta assemble the pieces. So just start to look at this shit a little bit differently if you can, man. I know I'm on here just yapping, and I'm not some super fit person. I plan on being that. I know I'm not some super fit person, but I just wanted to share a little bit about my fitness journey right now and what I'm currently working with and what I'm currently working for. So still got a long way to go, but it's a lifestyle change for me. I'm not just doing this because I want to get in shape for a certain event. Although, if that's what it takes for you, I fully support that. If it's for the girl, if you're trying to get the girl, you're trying to get the dream girl or piss your old girl off with the revenge body, whatever motivates you, man. Just get that fat off your ass. The big back epidemic has to end, and it's starting with you. So, protein, walking, whole foods, meal prepping. I think if you incorporate those 3 things, or I guess 4 things, well, the whole foods and meal prepping is kind of one. If you incorporate those 3 things, I think you would see drastic results within the next couple weeks or months. Those 3 things. Will that get you top tier shredded 8% body fat fitness model, Muscle and Fitness cover page magazine? No, but you'll definitely see some results if you just do those things. Eat your weight in protein. If you weigh 200 pounds, aim for 200 pounds. Aim for 200 grams of protein. That's a simple rule. If you weigh 150 pounds, aim for 150. If you come up short, it's okay. Some days I have 150 grams of protein. Some days I have 230. It's all about averages. Walk. Try to hit your 10K steps per day. I think 7K is the magic number based on the literature. But go for 10. So on a day that you don't want to do the 10K or can't do the 10K, it averages out. And start making your own food, man. You want to be a fit, nutritious person? Know what you're eating. Some of the shit that you put into your body, and I'm speaking to myself too. Some of the shit that you put into your body, you can't even pronounce that shit. Like, you don't even know what it is. So, yeah, man. Hope you take away something from this video, and hope you reach your fitness goals. So, if you found anything I've said valuable, drop a comment. I know there's like way better fitness and nutrition information on there, but I'm just sharing what's working for me. I'm gonna put a little picture of a before and after, where I was and where I'm currently at, and yeah, hopefully you get something out of it. Later, y'all.